Yeah, no, it's extremely important because this is a hurt business. I interviewed Mike Tyson one time, and I said, Mike, every fighter has that one little thing that nobody has. What is that one little thing? And he says, take the pain. You got to learn to take the pain. And as you break that down, he's absolutely right because combat sports, these guys live in pain. Not only the fight, but just the preparation of the training and all that. So psychologically, you have to understand, where these guys are at. And, another good example is, when I was co-hosting MMA Junkie Radio, we had Jorge Masvidal. And, we're talking, he's telling us that he got his ass whooped in training. And knowing what these fighters go through, the question I asked him, I said, all right, well, let's get into Jorge Masvidal. When you're by yourself in a situation like this, what actually goes through your head? And, he thought about it. He said, well, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. He goes, when I was in the shower and I was thinking about me getting my ass kicked, I started crying. He says, but that just gave me the motivation to go out there and work harder the next day. And, unless you've been in those situations, it's tough for anybody to really bring it out of a fighter. I thought that was such a strong statement on Jorge Masvidal, but every fighter goes through that type of scenario.
Yeah,
so they're babies, man. For the most part, they're babies. They're modern day gladiators, but in a situation like me, where I'm the older figure, and they know I'm there to take care of them. They're like my children, man, and that's how I got to take care of them, and I think they understand that.
Yeah, no.
These kind of people.
Yeah, definitely. When you were talking about Jorge Masvidal and kind of the pre-fight anxiety and all of this, the ability to kind of push through either physical pain or anxiety or worry, we oftentimes call that like heart or gameness. Do you think that would be the most important mental skill set for a fighter? Or if not, what do you think that is, the most important mental attribute for a fighter?
Well, I think, there's a lot of them, but definitely, just the preparation, man, is if you're not properly set mindful when you start getting your hand wrapped, you're probably not in the right business, man. And, like Frank Mir says, when I see Stitch walking in the dressing room to wrap my hands, my stomach just drops because I know it's time to fight. And, during those moments, I've had guys literally just cry. And from being nervous, and I've had guys, I got to dry up the palms of their hands because they're sweating and all that. And, and that psychological aspect of me bringing it to them and relaxing them and, getting a smile. That's why every fighter that I wrap, and I've wrapped hundreds and hundreds, I always make sure I get a hug from them because that's how we finish it off. I want to just give them that little extra bit of energy, knowing that I'm there to take care of them. And, this, like I said, this is a hurt business, man, and they have to understand that if they do get hurt, somebody's going to be there to take care of them.
Yeah, that's definitely important. I can definitely see where knowing you're in good hands would kind of allow you to focus more on the task in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think gameness or heart is something that a fighter can develop, or is this like in your opinion, an innate attribute that somebody just kind of is born with?
Well, I think it's definitely, not everybody's born with that, and there's so many great fighters out there that have that special attribute of, like Mike Tyson, is take the pain. I think once you learn to accept pain and make it a pleasure, then you're able to do what you do. But man, I tell you, I look at all these fights, and I've been in all these fights, and I'm at ringside, and I'm hearing these guys crack each other with fists and elbows and knees and everything. And man, I just deep down inside, I thank God that I'm old. I can't hang with this young generation of fighters, man. This is a brutal sport, man, especially in the MMA industry. And these guys literally, they're modern day gladiators. So